Oh yes. Geekjar podcast. Boom. Boom. Beautiful. Wow, look at us. So nice, so clean. Are you wearing a whole jacket? I just realized that.
I got a turtleneck and my North Face on because it's cold in this
Shit.
basement. It's cold.
Okay, let's see.
Paulina's like my heating pad right now.
Ah,
Hi,
yes,
Paulina.
lovely. I heard she's losing weight. You love to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, don't jump there. Yeah, she's losing weight. Oh no. Want to say hi? Say hi. Look at Paulina. No? You want to say? Okay. It's okay.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do one of these, and then we're gonna do this, and so we are live. Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. Don't think of no. No. Stay right here. Yeah. Stay right there. Good job.
Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan.
I'm actually surprised she's down here with me. She's usually with Alex.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's not really my cat. She's Alex's cat.
That's actually kind of funny. Let me make sure I liked the video.
What's Alex up to?
I don't. He was eating. He's watching TV right now upstairs. I took over his spot. Oops. You're gonna go. Bye, Paulina. Okay, she's gone.
She's like, well, that was enough.
She's like, you're not Alex.
She's like, did somebody say Alex? uh. What is this, week 5, right? Of anime, as in like the list that we usually like go off of.
Well, I
guess it would be week 4, right?
Yeah. Well, the top 10 I sent were from week 4. So is this the starting of week 5?
I guess yeah. Today is started week 5.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
Let me.
Okay, there it is. Boom.
Let me share.
And more. And then I'm pretty sure the at is. I have to grab it from my phone.
But honestly, I'm so happy I watched Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan when I did, because literally when I go on Twitter, the first thing I see are screenshots of the episodes. There's a lot of spoilers.
Oh man, Demon Slayer was so good.
Yeah, like Demon Slayer took over Twitter. Like everyone's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trending in anime is Ymir. Tanjiro's trending. That's crazy.
Yeah, this week is an absolute banger.
Demon Slayer, not Demon Slayer, sorry. Attack on Titan is also trending. Cool beans.
I also saw My Dress Up Darling trending yesterday. I was very excited about
Was
that.
it really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, Kitagawa-san, just her name,
Oh.
but which I mean makes sense.
I saw a body pillow of her online. I'm like, nice.
Jesus.
That was fast.
Bum 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 bottom. Oh, you know what? I didn't even do is get animes for you guys. Forgot about that.
Dun, 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 dun. Can't wait to hear your opinions for Anime Swap.
Rafa, have you watched anything from Love of Kill?
No.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love it so much.
It's really good.
I
I'm
love
actually
it.
surprised.
Do you really like it?
It's not like it's not breaking my top 3, which is, the typical 2 and then Dress Up Darling, but it's up there. It's top 5 this season for sure.
I'm really liking it. Where is it on the list? I think it's still like, what, 15? I think it's like 14. 15.
Yeah, it's still down low, which really sucks.
Damn it. Hurts my feelings, but it's okay. 15.
Do I do it to Renee?
Oh,
Do it.
Rafa, he didn't ask you. Shut up.
I know you haven't watched it, but I'm gonna give you as a spoiler, Rent a Girlfriend this week. So good.
Dude, I watched this video. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I watched this video of this guy who did like an hour breakdown of Rent a Girlfriend and why it's so bad. And I'm like, damn, he made such good points, but I'm like, I still like the show.
I don't know.
Like, he made some really compelling like arguments. But
No, I can see why it's bad. I 100% can see why it's bad.
Yeah.
It's more of a guilty pleasure, to be honest.
that's legit. That's what he was saying. Like, people consider it like a guilty pleasure.
It's such a good guilty pleasure. Such a good one.
I'm trying to remember what it was about because you guys talked about it a while ago. I don't remember.
Good. Go into it without knowing.
Just finished watching Attack on Titan. Yep. That
Who said that?
episode was amazing. I'm nearsighted. Hold on, I have to get close. Foxtrot Gaming?
Oh, sheesh. That episode was fire.
It was intense.
I don't know if you watched Demon Slayer, but that shit was also intense.
Yeah, but...
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of that anime. Oh my god. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do it to you. I take it back.
You can, I don't care.
Ooh.
No, I kind of want to give you one that I even care about even more. Have you watched Darling in the Franxx?
Negative.
So good.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll give you that one instead. I'll give you that.
I couldn't get into it.
Ah, damn it.
The romance in it. Oh, the fighting in it. Oh.
Okay, that's fine. I like both of those things.
It's the ending where it kind of just makes me very sour, but that's if you ever get there.
Is it one season? Multiple seasons?
It's like a 2-core. So. interesting lists there are. Oh yeah, how could I ever forget her? Okay, well, we got what we got. If you guys feel like getting it going, then we can get it going.
Let's go.
How is that? That is such a weird pick, but okay.
What?
Sorry, I'm just double checking. Like, I'm looking at like a list of waifus, right? Because I'm just checking to see if I've missed somebody on my list, and then like for the list that I'm looking at, they have a lot of like younger girls in like the top 15, and I'm like, that's a little creepy.
Were we supposed to look at a list?
No,
Okay.
this is just I'm just double checking to see if I forgot anything.
Like, I'm not going off any list. I'm just going through my memories. I'm like, this
Same.
is a character I like. This is a character I like. This is a character I like.
I can say right now, 4 characters are ones that I know for a fact that I knew from memory, but then one of them is like, oh shit, that's right, and then that's where I added her. Okay.
Does it come out every Sunday or something? Yeah. Attack on Titan, the part 2 airs every Sunday in the US.
Jesus, you just binge.
How do you feel?
That's so many seasons.
Are you okay?
They probably thought, you know what? I'm sick and tired of everything getting spoiled. I'm just gonna catch up. Smart.
No,
very, very smart.
Yes. Yeah, I was just saying everything's getting spoiled right now on the internet, so be careful. Well, you're caught up, so you're fine.
TikTok is going rampant right now with like just everything. It's kind of pretty bad right now. But I guess without further ado, let's get it crack-a-lackin'. Let me just crack-a-lackin'.
I haven't heard that in a while.
But it's not timer, is it? It said stopwatch. There you go. Cool. Icky dicky artichokey. Yeah, I'm just coming up with all the old school ones, huh? All the hits. All about the hits. All about the. Okay. Well, everybody ready? In 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Bento Boxcast. Wow, it's going to be a banger this week. I'm so excited. Anime is just trending this weekend, and you love to see it. And I mean, it's with good reason. Let's be honest. Demon Slayer was incredible. Attack on Titan was incredible. We also had an incredible episode of My Dress Up Darling. We had, just so many great things that's happening for, anime in general. We also have something that we kind of expected. I mean, I'm not going to like wait to say it later, but in exactly 6 days as of this live recording. Also, shout out to all the live people that are here and watching with us. But also, 6 days from us recording, this will be uploaded on Monday. So 5 days, we're gonna hear some big Jujutsu Kaisen news. We're very excited for that. We want to see what it's gonna be. Whether it's gonna be okay. So I guess I'll kind of touch on it a little bit. I have heard some rumblings of the movie coming sooner than March. That could be a big announcement. I highly doubt that, but I would rather hear season 2, and then just be told, hey, just remember the movie's coming out in March, so just make sure to get your tickets. If it's something stupid like
a live action,
oh, that would be absolutely terrible news. If it's something stupid like hey, you can pre-order your tickets on the 12th, I'd be like, that's the big news you were waiting to tell us. Like, I would be a little annoyed, but I would just rather be happy with the confirmation of season 2. But I guess, besides that, how was your guys' anime week? How was your week in general? It was Rafa's 21st birthday this past week, so he was celebrating it up, hungover and all that good stuff, as all 21-year-olds are and doing.
It's pretty good, just another birthday passes by, whatever. That's neither here or there. Just one thing I just want to bring up, by the way, guys, is that
go ahead.
The Anime Awards results come out on Wednesday.
Nice.
On the 9th.
Oh, sweet.
So next week we'll be able to talk about the results and see where everything landed, by the way. So just to bring that up because it's dated for February 9th, and which is on a Wednesday. So by the time we record our next one,
Hmm.
we should know who won last year.
Ooh.
So we'll talk about that. Yeah, my birthday's not important. We gotta know who won best.
All your
anime.
birthdays are important.
I gotta
Everyone's
learn.
birthday.
I need to know who won.
I need to
s-
know why
Best.
Odd Taxi wins everything.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't
I
know,
don't know.
man.
I have my thoughts on that show. We'll talk about it later. Odd Taxi was nominated all over, that Anime of the Year list,
Mhm.
for a bunch of different categories. Renee thought it would be a great idea to give it us for Anime Swap, but we're not there yet. We'll talk about it there. I guess we're already hearing her opinion on it too. But yeah. So I guess we'll just keep it trucking, right, guys? And we'll just kind of hop into one of like the biggest things that we do every week. If you guys don't know, we always discuss Anime Corner's top 10 list of the week. Right now, we're going to be discussing week 4 of the top 10 anime. These are from January 28th through the 4th of February,
Mhm.
right? And so this is all the stuff that happened before this Sunday. I believe they're like, well, I mean, I could tell you right now, literally they do what? It looks like they end off on Fridays.
So
Well,
does that
that is
th-
a big gap. Wow.
It's
that
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
does it
It's Friday
include
to Friday.
the episodes that come out Friday?
It does. So
I would
Oh.
assume so.
Saturday and forward, it does not include that. So this does not include the newest episode of Dress Up Darling
Yeah.
Okay.
because that
So
comes out
this is
Saturday.
yeah.
Vanitas came out. A new episode of Vanitas came out on Friday. So is this including that episode, or is it including episode 14?
I'm
Mike.
assuming it includes that episode.
Because it's on Friday. Okay. I get hard. It gets confusing. Like I don't know which episodes, and they don't like tell you like, oh, this is the episode that ranked. But okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so we're on episode 5 of like everything except for like the ongoing stuff, which is like all like jumbled up in numbers and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, so that's that. But even then, it's just like it's just weird. It's kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Friday to Friday, kind of weird. You would think Sunday to Sunday because that's when all like the big stuff comes out. But oh well, whatever. We're on week 4. And we'll start off at I mean, we'll start off at we'll just do notable mentions until we get to number 10. At number 23, we have Police in a Pod, which is one of the show that Rafa was watching. Thoughts on that, Rafa? Just real quick. Yay, nay, agree, disagree.
And it's the show that I'm watching that's the lowest on here is number 27. It's the Monster Development Department.
Oh shit.
Then it's Slow Loop, and then Police in a Pod. They're all like comedy. Well, Slow Loop is more like a slice of life type of thing, but like, I'm not 100% surprised that was where it's at because these shows are. I enjoy them, but they're not hitting it out of the park every week. You know, it's just like, oh, cool, it's another episode. I'll watch it or whatever. If I let the episodes kind of stack up on each other, and one weekend if I'm not doing much, I wouldn't mind kind of just binging through a few episodes here and there. But like, I'm not in a rush to watch any of these shows, so I'm not surprised they're at where they're at.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it here first. And then kind of moving forward, we have the strongest stage with the weakest crest at 19. We have Platinum End at 16. Love of Kill at 15. Arifaretta from Commonplace to the World's Strongest Season 2 at 14. World's Harem at 13. How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom has fallen out of the top 10 and dropped down to 11th. And then from here, we move on to our top 10 anime of the week for week 4. Coming in, jumping up 9 spots. Wow, that is crazy. Princess Connect Re-Dive Season 2. I have heard of this anime before, but never actually like watched it. But to think that it jumped up 9 spots in total. And I mean, okay, just to kind of bring this up, Renee did share this with us as soon as it came out, and all of us, well, I don't know about Rafa, but both Renee and myself were like super confused, and like they're looking at this as like, whoa, this is crazy. Like a bunch of the stuff like just kind of mixed around. A lot of like big animes like went down. To be more exact, our number 3 and number 5 spots, like those move crazily. But I mean, yeah, like it's just such a crazy turn of events this week. But we'll see. We'll see for next week. I feel like everything's gonna kind of balance back out. Especially with the episodes that came out recently. So for week 5. But yeah, Princess Connect Redive Season 2 is at number 10. At number 9, we have one that hasn't moved at all. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. I will say I've come around on the show again. I'm starting to enjoy it for what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see though, but we'll see. I mean, I like the main character. I thought he was going to be one certain way, and then he turned out to not be that way. So, there's that. I'll talk about it more later. At number 8, we have Ranking of Kings, dropping down 2 spots from number 6 to number 8. I mean, still being top 10 is really, really good. We've always, said, hey, we see why it can be good, but we just, us three haven't really watched it like that. And number 7, one that I don't know if Rafa's still watching, but Akebi Sailor Uniform has stayed at the same rank for 2 weeks in a row now.
I'm still kind of on the fence on this one. The episode that's being ranked here, it wasn't that great. It was kind of just mediocre. I feel like the show is trying really hard to like sell itself on like, oh, look how great the animation is, and like look how cute the characters are, but like doesn't really feel like there's much substance there. Like it's just kind of like, okay, it's just another generic type of show like this. So I mean, that's why I'm like kind of iffy with it. I'm getting kind of tired of just the same shit over and over again. But the newest episode that came out that's gonna be ranked next week did a lot better. It had a lot more going for that episode. So I wouldn't be surprised if it moves up a spot. At most like 6. But yeah, I'm slowly starting to like. I'm kind of okay if I don't finish this show. I'm kind of at with it. That's where I'm at right now with it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's that. Then we got Sabuki Bisco dropping down from 5 to 6. That's okay. That's kind of just where I'm at with it. I don't know how you guys feel if you guys are watching it or not, but
which episode is this? The latest one, or is this the?
This is episode 4. So not the latest one, not the one that came out this week.
Okay, because I think the one that just came out this past week was like amazing. So I mean, I'm enjoying the show. I mean, there's a lot of action. I really like the art style. It's very, very different. I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with this show. The soundtrack is pretty awesome. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like the characters. I like the world. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect myself to like it as much as I did, but it's doing some cool things. So, yeah.
Okay. At number 5, Big Sage, kind of upset. My Dress Up Darling dropping down from 4 to 5. I mean, to be honest, this episode that came out for this week 5 was the best out of the 5. Yeah, 5.
I think so.
This is the episode before that one where she actually tries on the cosplay, but they're still like in the room. They don't leave the room. So like I don't say I'm not like really big surprised by it. But definitely this is definitely gonna shoot up once they rank the newest episode, because the newest episode was a banger, guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised at this next one. There's just a good spot, which is at number 4, Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. Shot up from rank 8 to rank 4 this week.
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest one, which is the one that they're ranking here. But guys, I'm telling you, this is a good show, man.
Oh, really?
It's funny. It's really, really funny. Like they really don't. They have their premise, and they're like, let's just see how wacky we get with it. You get some really good shit. Like I don't know if I said it before, but like the 2 main characters are trying to beat the Demon King and escape this world they're in before they fall in love with each other because they're friends in the real world.
What the hell?
It's funny. It's funny. It's good shit.
I'm gonna trust you on that one, brother. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and...
There's a reason. I'm telling you. Hector, I'm pretty sure if you check that out, you'll like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like there's no weird scenes, and there's no sus scenes, and there's no like weird fan service. It's legit pure comedy. It's good shit.
Okay. Well, another shocker that we did have this week is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District Arc Episode 4 dropping down from 2 to 3. I mean, this was literally the episode where we see Tengen with his hand severed. Uh, and like everything looks like extremely dire for the crew. Like, I'm just so surprised that this is where it ended up ranking.
Still
Of course,
top
episode 5 was a
three.
lot better. It's still top 3, but even then, it's just like, I don't know how you just expect these two to be like neck and or Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer to be neck and neck, but
I don't know about neck and neck, but for sure would be number 2.
I mean, currently halfway through, I would assume neck and neck. After this, I completely see Attack on Titan just like speeding away with it, only because it's getting into the last few episodes, which at that point it should be leaps and bounds ahead of Demon Slayer. However, we did just hear news that Demon Slayer's final episode will be a 45-minute episode.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
Exciting.
it should be pretty cool. I'm very excited to watch that. You know, that means it's probably gonna be a lot of action and a lot of story building within it. So I'm all for it, 100%. Then at number 2, maybe Renee can give us some insight on this. The case study of Vanitas Part 2, episode. Not entirely sure which one it is, but it is jumped up from rank 3 to rank 2.
Yeah, this show's good. This show's really good. I was surprised that it did take the number 2 spot, but at the same token, I'm not entirely surprised just because there's a lot unfolding right now at this point in the story. I think I'm not sure if this is last week's episode or the episode that came out this Friday. But like a lot's unfolding. I know you guys don't watch the show, but like some of the characters like Chloe and John Jacques and you're learning like who was the beast demon. Like there's a lot of fighting and action going on right now. And Vanitas and Noe are still trying to partner together, and they're trying to take down the beast demon type thing. This show's good. Like I know you guys didn't watch it, but like it's good. Like I can see it. I can see why it's being given a high rank. Just because, like I said, you are learning a lot, and it's a lot of like backstories on these characters. But wow, I mean, beating Demon Slayer. I mean, it's good.
That
I don't know.
Big.
It's big.
That is pretty big. Even like just something that I would not have been expecting, especially from an anime that kind of myself and Rafa disregarded like super hard. Like we're just like, it's whatever. It's another vampire.
It's so good.
It's another vampire show, whatever, right? Just get over it. But apparently it's crazy. It shot up this far, even ahead of Demon Slayer. And to no one's surprise, at number 1, Attack on Titan final season part 2. I mean, it's just gonna sit comfortably there. Maybe towards the end it might not stay at number 1, depending on how people take the ending of the show. But I pretty much see it at number 1 for the next few weeks. If anything, Demon Slayer has to come out with something really big for that one weekend, where it'll take the number 1 spot. But I think it's just sitting comfortably at number 1. No surprise there, especially because last week's episode was kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, then we just have this week's, which is even crazier. But yeah, I mean, that's our top 10 list. What do you guys think? I know Renee's already given some of her thoughts on it, but Rafa, what do you think about this list? I mean, it's been shaken up quite a bit.
Yeah, for the most part, there's a few things that I'm not surprised with. Attack on Titan being number 1, like you said, it's for sure gonna stay there. Like, I don't see it moving from number 1 for the rest of the season. Like, just because of what's happening. Like, just what's happening. It's it's the last season, so it's gonna, like character said, it's gonna ramp up really fast, and it already is by what we saw today, right? Like it's getting like crazy levels of what's happening here. I like Demon Slayer is great, and I'm really enjoying it, but I don't see it hitting to those high points like Attack on Titan, because it is the final season of Attack on Titan. Like they have to go hard for this last season, right? There's just so much that needs to be answered or whatever. And Demon Slayer still has a good ways to go, right? Like, so yeah, and with the case of Vinatas, it just gives it more reason for me to check out. I did enjoy the 3 episodes that I saw, but I kind of just stopped watching it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And with the case of Vinatas, it just gives it more reason for me to check out. I did enjoy the 3 episodes that I saw, but I kind of just stopped watching it. So, yeah. And with the case of Vinatas, it just gives it more reason for me to check out. I did enjoy the 3 episodes that I saw, but I kind of just stopped watching it. So, No, I think it's pretty cool. I like that the one show that it surprised me. It's actually in the top 5, and how much I really enjoy that, which is the Life of an Ordinary Guy show. And I'm not really too worried about Dress Up Darling because I'm pretty sure it's going to be up there, number 3 or number 4 at least with that last episode. Because that last episode was really good. So
All fair points. All fair points. But with that being said, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but I mean we'll roll with it anyways. We did have a topic that we wanted to bring up this week that we kind of wanted to discuss. We were kind of thinking about it here and there. Rafa did mention that I've said this on live before and on streams, but the topic of waifus and husbandos and your top 5 has always been a heated debate. In the anime community, some people will die for their waifus or husbandos. I'm not joking. I have seen some crazy stuff on Reddit, on Discords, on TikTok, on on Twitter. So it's like people, they ride for whatever they love. And so only because I've been more vocal about it, and Rafa's not necessarily not vocal about it, but he just doesn't really like to share this or whatever unless he gets into the topic. So I'll kind of go first. I'm going from 5 to number 1. These are my top 5. At number 5, this is the one where I know kind of discussed with you guys. I looked at a list, right? And I was like, okay, let me see if I missed anything super important. This is the one character that I forgot of, but I couldn't really fill out the number 5 list or the number 5. So I'm like, this is a perfect pick. It's Rin Tosaka from the Fate series. She's the black-haired girl with the pigtails and the red shirt and the black skirt. I'm pretty positive you guys have seen her before.
I'm trying to remember. I watched the first 3 episodes.
Right? Yeah, she was in the Fate Grand.
Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't she like an idol or something like
that? No, she's like a sorceress. She's also a god in like one of the iterations of the Fate series. I forget which god she is though, but yeah.
You're into Fate? I know her.
I know her.
Yeah, I've like watched like all Fate series.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I also recommended it to Renee a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I know who she is. She's
yeah, and then after that, number 4, we have a newcomer into the list. A very newcomer came in this season. Kitagawa-san from My Dress Up Darling. She has made the cut. I remember I said I didn't think she was top 3 material, and I was right because the other 3, near and dear to my heart. Near and dear. And number 3, we have 02 from Darling in the Franxx. Absolutely love that character. She is the pink-haired girl with the horns in the mech anime Renee, which spoiler alert, I will be recommending to you this week.
Yes.
For Anime Swap.
Can't wait.
Absolutely love 02. Oh my god, so excited. At number 3, this one might throw Rafa off for a loop. I don't know if you would ever expect this, but I have Yoruichi Shihoin from Bleach. She is the Black Cat, the ninja assassin character from Bleach. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
She's my solidified number 2. And then without a doubt, I mean, no surprise to anyone, I literally got her figurine behind me. Mai Sakurajima from Bunny Girl Senpai. Absolutely. Or Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Absolutely incredible anime. Made me cry. Tears of sadness and of joy. It's just so good. Also at number 6. Oh, you know what? How could I forget this? I'm an idiot. Okay, Rin Tosaka goes down to number 6. At number 5, we have Robin. Robin from One Piece. I literally have a figurine right there. I can't believe I didn't think about that. But yeah, there's my top 6. You're welcome. Have fun with that. Nice. That is my top 6. And we'll go into Rafa's top 5. This is something I've been waiting to hear about. I've never actually asked him this, so this is like something brand new that I've never heard of.
Yeah. So for me, I really had to think about this because like my top 2 are pretty much locked down. Like my top favorite characters, like those are just guaranteed. But I really had to like think about it and like that, and like what characters from all the years of anime like I really liked as like I guess like waifu characters or whatever. And I was kind of there's some that came to mind, and then I was like, damn, but what about this character? What about this character? You know, and I didn't know we could do like a top six like Hector just did. So I was like, okay, well now I can just kind of just put
You
the
can
ones, you know.
bring them in there. Yeah.
I have 8.
Oh, whoa.
If I knew I had such freedom, you know, I could have done a little bit more. But so I guess I'll start off with yeah, how would you even start things off? Well, I guess like my honorable mentions, or would be like my sixth spot would be no, okay, no, my seventh spot would be Orokocho from My Hero. I think she's awesome. I love her. Right, that's how you say her name.
Ochako.
Ochako.
I was
Oh,
like,
fucked up her
man.
name.
Rokocho.
I was like, who
I
is
fucked
this?
up her
I was
name.
like-
All stupid. Ochako. I call her Best Girl. You know.
Yes, girl. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's Best Girl. I think she's great. I love her personality, and I love like just her backstory. I think she's awesome. She would be my number 7. My number 6 would be um Haruhi Suzumiya from Haruhi Suzumiya. I love that character. She's just like her brass and just how like what she wants she gets. Like her attitude. She's just I just love her attitude, you know. She's great. Number going into my top 5, would my number 5 would be Taiga from Toradora. This is
Okay.
my favorite romance anime of all time. Like this, I love this fucking show like crazy, and I just love the character Taiga. She is
Oh,
the
she's cute.
poster child of like like what a tsundere is, and I love the
Mhm.
tsundere archetype as a character. I just like, and like she won me over because at the beginning of watching the show, I was like, man, she's such a fucking bitch. And then at the end of the show, I was like, Tyre, you're the fucking best, you know. Like she won me over as a character. So that's why she's my number 5. Number 4 is Maki Oze from Fire Force. I brought her up last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I love
sir.
her.
Good pick.
I love everything about her. You know, just like she can hold her own. She'll beat the shit out of you, but then she'll talk about how she wants to be rescued like a princess. It's so fucking good. I love it. I just love her attitude. She's the best. Number 3 is Maka Albarn from Soul Eater.
Ooh.
In high school, I was in love with Soul Eater, and like just like that was all like I was so into Soul Eater that I actually read the manga, and I never read the manga, and I read the manga, and I was so disappointed with the anime because it didn't follow the manga. Maka is such a badass character. She's so headstrong. Like she's such a great fucking character. Like I love
Mhm.
Maka. And I'm pretty sure. I don't. You guys know this person's gonna show up on my list. I don't know if you guys were wondering where she's gonna be placed, but number 2 is Nobara from
Oh, number
from
2?
Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking
number
number
2.
1.
I was wondering. Yeah.
I see. She originally she was gonna be my number 1, but then I was like, there's this one person. There's this one character that I guess I considered my waifu since 8th grade, and I was like, I
Ooh.
can't betray this one character, like legit, yeah. So
Wow. Sora from Digimon. That's crazy, dude.
yeah,
Shout out
right.
to you.
Yeah, right. Agumon from Digimon, yeah. Shout out to
Oh
Agumon,
shit.
no, bro. She's again like I guess I have a type. I like the characters who are like strong and they can do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally most of these characters on my list who can hold their own and like they're not waiting to be rescued. You know, I love that about these
Okay.
characters. You know, and my number 1 pick is Haruko from Fooly Cooly.
Wow.
I've talked about dude.
Yeah. That makes so much sense. Actually, I'm not even like tripping.
Dude, I love like. I remember my friend. It was in 8th grade. I'm just a little small story time. In 8th grade, my friend had the manga of Fooly Cooly, and
Mhm.
then one page it was like a full a full page of Haruko in a bunny suit, and I kept staring at it and staring at it and staring at it, and I was like, wow. And he got so mad because I would not give his manga back that he ripped a page out of his book. He's like, well, that's the end of that, and he fucking ripped it out and threw it away.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love this character. I just love her attitude and like, I guess I kind of feel like when I was watching Fooly Cooly for the first time, I kind of felt like Naruto did, like when he was going through it, because like like he fell in love with her, but like she's like way older than him. She was like that cool older person that you look up to and you want to be around with, but she's like, no, you can't because like I'm way older than you. You know, that she's like that cool older person that you mean like, damn, only if I was older type shit. You know, like I really like
Mm-hmm.
I was really enamored by this
Okay.
by this character. Like I love everything about her. She's fucking badass.
Well, you love to. That is a. You know what's crazy? I never thought about that being your number one, but I can 100% see why it'd be your number one.
Yeah, like I have her as my wallpaper, the one that shows up and people are like, oh, look at that, all that ass on your wallpaper on my computer screen. None of you saw it. It was on stream.
I
They're goofing on me.
have.
That's her. That's her on her moped.
That's hilarious. But I
I have
mean,
her.
hey.
I have her on this monitor, and on this monitor I have Noboro. So my top twos are right here.
Ooh, okay, fire.
I'm surprised you didn't say what's her name for my hero, the villain.
Toga.
Toga.
Toga's great, but
Not top
Ochako
Yeah,
Ochako had me
I was surprised.
way before Toga. I mean, if
That's true.
I
This
guess
is true.
like she would definitely be in top 10 though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do, especially with the villain arc. She really won me over.
Mm-hmm. I remember you
But-
talking about it. So,
Yeah.
okay, I have 9.
Go for it. Yeah, we're here.
I kept
We're
adding
locked
to
in.
the list. All right. I tried to rank them from but like, I tried. Okay, so I'm gonna start at my number 9. Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon.
Okay.
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 Yo, callback. Let's go.
I was in love, and I don't even know what, I was in first grade when I started watching Sailor Moon. I was obsessed with Tuxedo Mask. I thought he just looked so cool, and then just his like romance with Sailor Moon, like it was a masterpiece on TV. So I have him on the number 9 spot. Then this is funny, I have Elias from Magus Bride.
Really? Oh, that is a new addition.
I had to put him up there because like his voice and his mannerisms and just his whole like, he was like a romantic, like kind of, I don't know, there was just something about him. I was just like, oh my god, he's even like the human version of him, and then the version where he's, with the skull. I don't know, there was just something about him. I know that was a little weird. Then I have, for my number 7 spot, Haji from Blood Plus. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, Blood Plus. Okay.
Yeah, like.
Should bring out the anime knowledge. Okay.
She's been some old school shit. I know Blood Plus.
Blood Plus I binged that one, and I watched that like I don't know how many years ago, but I just remember seeing him, and I don't know, I was just obsessed. Like just the way he looked, he was just so handsome to me, and like the way he just played his like cello violin thing. I don't know, he was just. I just really, really liked him. 9, 8, 7, okay, 6 spot. I have Noe from Case Study of Vanitas.
Okay.
He's like a gentleman. I don't know how much. I don't know. Like I see these people and I'm like, wow, they're nicely drawn. Like I'm just like, like he's handsome. And then he's just a badass. He's like a super cool vampire in the show. And then of course I had to put Vanitas from Case Study of Vanitas as well. I just love how quirky he is. He's super handsome as well, and he's super like, he's a doctor and he does all these cool things in the show, but then he's an idiot at the same time, and I think I talked about it on stream last time. I put Trevor Belmont on my list from Castlevania.
Okay.
Obsessed.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're on my top 3. So, 3, this was hard. I think I might actually swip. Okay, 3, Kakashi from Naruto.
Oh.
Number 3. Absolutely. Like, he's absolutely amazing. I've always loved him. He's great. 2, I had to put Sasuke.
Okay.
been obsessed with him since the very beginning, ever since like grammar school. Like Sasuke was like, I was just all about him. I don't. Yeah, he has just a special place in my heart. And then number one,
Here we go.
I had to give it to Levi from Attack on Titan. Yep.
You know what? I was waiting for where he would be. I did not think it was gonna be number one, but all right, all right.
Number one spot. Love him. Love all these guys.
That's a good spot. That's a good number one. That's a really good number one.
That is a really good number one. Yeah, I mean, I was like wondering. I was like, wait, she hasn't said Levi yet, and I was not expecting number one. But you know, okay.
Oh my god, I totally forgot one. Oh no, it's okay.
What was it?
Gojo Sensei has to definitely be like top 10.
Okay, well there you go. Wow, this list is ever expanding. No, I mean that's fine. That's a good thing.
So
but that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, no, like as we're going through it, and Rafa was like bringing up all these characters, I was like, damn, I didn't mention this person. I didn't mention this person. Like, no, yeah, because like Robin came into like the idea of it, and I'm like, wait, like there's other anime that I watched that I really enjoyed. Like, there's just so much. But I mean, yeah.
I mean, what about All Might? How you left All Might out of that list?
No.
No. Wow.
You could have put him on your list.
You could have, Rafa. You could have.
I'm gonna make a husbando list.
Oh, okay.
Do the reverse? Ooh, I'm down for that for next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, we should do the reverse. We should.
Okay.
You would do a husbando and Renee does a waifu one.
Yep.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
We should do it. All Might.
Oh, okay. We're just going right now. Okay, go.
No,
I'm just spoiling it.
All Might.
Naruto Kurama.
Naruto. What's his name? I forgot his name. The sensei, Naruto sensei, the pervert.
Jiraiya.
Pervy Sage.
Yeah, he's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Gojo, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll have that for next week. I'm excited for that because I didn't think about that. Good call, Rafa. I like that.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun. But moving forward, guys, we're going to be talking so much about spoilers here. Trust me, we're going to be very animated in these next two topics. We're going to jump into Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, Episode 5, and Demon Slayer Entertainment District Arc, Episode 10. So make sure to either, check the timestamps down below to make sure that, you skip ahead or kind of just scoot the little bar across. Or if you're here in the live stream, mute us, keep us open on the side, give us that one view. We appreciate it very, very much. And then go ahead and check out, I think John is streaming Legos right now. So, he'll be back in like a little bit. But with that being said, I mean, our resident best, just storyteller, recapper, Rafa, since you have your opinions on it, give us a recap on, we'll do Demon Slayer episode 10 first.
Okay, so Demon Slayer continued off with the fight between, well, it's not really a fight, it was more kind of like the aftermath of how the last episode ended. Hishiro was on the ground pretty much. I thought he was pretty much dead. He didn't have his arm got chopped off. Poison pretty much was stopping him from doing anything. Tanjiro is on the ground and like he's just pretty much like passing out or whatever. Like the whole place is set on fire, like devastation, right? Like a really sad place. And the last episode, in this episode, you see Tanjiro kind of like he's starting to come to, and like he hears and like kind of sees, or I don't want to say like hallucinates, but he kind of sees Nezuko tell him to like get up, like come on, dude, like you have to keep fighting, can't give up right here. And he's able to pretty much get up, and as he's starting to come to the top, the upper six demon gets the brother is in his face, and he's like, hey, he's talking shit to him, smacking him around, saying like, hey dude, like just give up, like you're gonna die here, there's no point in keep fighting. He's like, hey, what about if I make you a demon? I won't kill you, you'll be a demon, we get to hang out, we'll have a good time. And then and then that's well, as that happens, Tanjiro's he's trying to like get away from him and stuff like that, but the demon's on him, like pushing him around, punching him, kicking him, whatever.
Mhm.
And as Tanjiro's running around, he takes the opportunity to grab one of the kunai with the poison or whatever. We saw early in the earlier episodes, and is able to stab the demon in the leg, and he headbutts him. As we know, Tanjiro has like the really hard, like a hard head, so like that's able to stun the demon, and that's Tanjiro's pretty much that's like his chance to like, kind of try to kill the guy, right? And he
Mhm.
tries to like
Mhm.
cut his head off. As that happens, the sister starts to attack, right? If I remember that correctly, and that's when I forgot his name. I don't want to call him annoying because he's not annoying these episodes, but
Zenitsu.
Mhm.
Zenitsu,
Yeah.
he jumps into action. He's still
Mhm.
asleep, thank God. And he does his thunder. What I forgot the name of it, like thunderclap or whatever. Like
Yeah, I think it's like Thunderclap and Flash.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
the number one move of like the lightning. I forgot the name of the whole thing, but
Mhm.
whatever. And he's going like Godspeed pretty much. Like he's going as fast as he can go. Like, and apparently that's like he only can do it twice before like his legs give out, and that was the second time doing it. So he's going as fast as he could, because as we know, the daughter, the sister, if you try to cut her neck off, she like her neck is attached, her head is attached to her body with like with that rope or sash or whatever. It's really hard to cut, but he's going so fast that he's actually starting to cut it, but it's still not enough, right? But they're like going like super speed and he's trying to cut her head off. As that's happening, um, what's his name? The demon's pretty much about to kill Tanjiro, and that's when sound guy jumps back in. He was able to, in a sense, slow down his heart to keep like the poison from stopping him. So they start fighting him, and it's some more badass action. It's like almost it's like everyone kind of started like popping up again. Like, oh shit, they're
Mhm.
not dead yet. What's his name? I'm forgetting all their names.
Inosuke?
Bor Inosuke. He's like literally bleeding from the mouth, like out of the mask,
Oh, true. Yeah.
he goes help defeat the sister. He's like, hey, like I moving my organs around my body, it's like that's like easy shit for me. I can do that no matter what, and because I live out in the woods, like I'm immune to poison, so like this shit ain't nothing to me. Which I found funny. I'm like, okay, cool. I can buy it. He does live out in the woods like a fucking savage, so I can buy him being immune to stuff and being able to move his
Mhm.
organs around because he is hella flexible. And he
Mhm.
did dislocate his shoulders to go down that hole. So like
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I can buy this. So like they go out and like he helps out the other guy, the Thunder guy, and like they're both like trying to cut the head off of the sister. As
Mhm.
that goes on, um Sound guy and Sanjo are also trying to cut the head off of the brother, and they're able to do it pretty much. They cut both heads off at the same time, and they're like, "Yes, we did it. Victory is ours." But then, like Tanjiro, because he did get stabbed in the mouth, which looked hella fucking painful.
Oof.
So like
Yeah.
the
Oof.
the
The
scythe
sickle or
went,
whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
sickle went from his like from his like under his chin, like into his mouth, which looked
Mm-hmm.
really really painful. But he was still able to cut the head off or whatever of the guy. So, and um and we got to see something really cool. So like now we know more about like that scar on Tanjiro's head. So it's like a scar that's like upgrades or moves around or some shit. Like it became like a flame like across his face, which was really cool to see. So now we know more. Like that's like I guess is connected to his power. um, so they're able to cut all the heads off of the both demons, and like they're all like, "Hey, cool, we did it." And then Sanjo's starting feeling the effects of the poison, so he's kind of like really out of it. He could barely hear. He's all dizzy. He's barely staying awake. And the sound husher is like, "Hey," he's yelling at him like, "Hey, you need to get out of here. You got to get out of here." And like as a last ditch effort from the brother demon, his body in a sense explodes
Mm-hmm.
like a bunch of like that. His one attack was like the blood side things, like, but it goes like everywhere, like literally the whole town, the whole district, the interior district gets annihilated, like it's like blown up, destroyed, like. and it gets quiet, and that's literally how the episode ends. Like everything gets blown up. We don't know they don't show us anybody, no bodies. We don't know what happens. It just the
Mhm.
whole town, the whole district gets blown up by like this like a last ditch effort from the brother demon to like it's kind of saying like, hey, if I'm dying, you're all dying with me, pretty much, type of thing. And that's how the episode ends. Right? I didn't skip anything.
No, that was. I mean, the final scenes, right? It was just super dope. I was like super excited, and when I'm like, oh shit, we won, and then out of nowhere, it's just the the big flip where it's like, nah, like we're gonna just destroy everything in our wake, and like I don't know, man, like that episode was just so good. I remember at one point I started feeling like really angry at Tanjiro. I'm like, dude, man, like just get up and fight. Like, what are you doing? The fact that he let him like break his fingers, which by the way was super gruesome.
Oof.
Um, and
Oh,
just seeing those
that looks
fingers
so
like bent
nasty. Yeah.
Yeah,
over and
really
just like
bad.
while he was holding everything, I was like, oh my god. Um, yeah, I actually like was getting mad at Tendra. I was like, bro, you are better than this. Like, get up and fight. Like, do something. And then when I saw him run away, when I just saw him getting smacked up by the upper six demon and all that stuff, it's just like, dude, like, I can't believe you're allowing this. Like, just do something. And so when I saw that he was waiting the entire time to grab the kunai to throw it and all that stuff, and just like I was like, okay, here we go. But I mean, yeah, everything was everything was like going really good up until that final scene where like everything just gets blown up, and then the beautiful way they animated, which is like the big explosion, kind of like the mushroom cloud from like a nuclear bomb or whatever, and then it's like all the dust settling and everything just looking so calm and peaceful, but like not really because it's full on destruction and like you don't know who survived or not. It was just such a good episode.
It was really good. It was a really good episode. The action was awesome. It was more. It was definitely the better episode than since last week,
Hmm.
because a lot more happened, and like there's more weight to it now, and like, and this is something you brought up before, and like I kind of feel it now, where it's like, it seems like Demon Slayer is not afraid to. I don't say kill off the characters, but like I feel like they're in really big danger,
Mhm.
like
Hmm.
and I honestly don't think like Tanjiro or like the other two are gonna die or whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised if the sound Hishira or whatever
Tengen.
doesn't survive this. Yeah, Tengen doesn't survive this, which would be sad because we just lost
I
Rengoku, right? But
know.
like, I wouldn't be surprised if some shit like that, because this is like really really crazy stuff. Like I
Yeah.
don't like the level of punishment, the level of like pain and like and just being hurt they're going through. It's just I don't know. Like if not minimum, like this is they're gonna. I feel like the show's gonna keep up with it, like showing like, hey, these guys they're gonna be scarred for this. Like they're not just gonna like walk away like nothing happened. Like I feel like there's gonna be some real like impact from all this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So definitely good stuff.
I mean, you guys like set it off for the most part. I mean, yeah, and I was too at one point getting frustrated with Tanjiro, but then like, cause when he couldn't like really fight back, but like if you think about it, Tanjiro has been fighting for like I don't know how many episodes at this point. Like he is exhausted, and I feel like this episode it showcases that like, hey man, he's fighting, he's tired, he's human, like he's exhausted, he can't. As frustrated, I know this was frustrating for him as well. Like here's this guy in his face talking down to him, but it just shows you like how exhausted he is and like just how strong these upper demons are. Like holy cow, like they're
Hmm.
just so flippin' powerful. And I just it this episode I feel like just did a really good job of just showcasing all of that. And I was happy that this wasn't a dream episode. I remember last time I was like, "Oh man, like what if it's just like a bad dream?" And
Oh
Tanj-
yeah.
but I mean, I had a feeling as I was watching, like I had a feeling that like Inosuke and Zenitsu, like I just had a feeling everyone was gonna be a-okay. I wasn't expecting Tengen to be okay because I'm like, dude lost his arm. I'm like, there's no way he's okay, and he just came back and like started helping Tanjiro fight the demon guy, and holy cow, this guy is so fast. The scenes where it was Tengen against the upper six demon, I was like, oh my god, like, can he go any fast? Like, it was just the flashing and everything, all the moves they were doing. I'm like, these fight scenes are absolutely incredible. Like, they're just so beautiful and they're just so well done. Demon Slayer is doing some really cool I mean, they've always been amazing, but I feel like these fight scenes are just getting more and more intense. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next episode. Well, maybe. I feel like we might lose somebody. I don't want to lose anyone, but like after the way it ended, it seems bad. So yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see. I don't think we're gonna lose Tanjiro and like the main three guys. I also think that we might lose another Hashira, but who knows? I'm still kind of waiting for Nezuko to like wake up. Like, I know she's asleep, but I'm wondering if like, oh, are we gonna like see her again? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All fair points. Also, I saw something on Twitter going around, which I found absolutely hilarious. It's like the Demon Slayer not developers, the Demon Slayer what are those people called? Like the people that animators don't know what a budget is, because of how much like effort and like, you know, artistic,
it's so pretty though,
everything that they're doing and putting into the show. Like, it's absolutely incredible, and that's how you kind of know. I don't know what we're gonna be getting up to, because we're technically at episode 10, and most shows end at 12 or 13 episodes, so we might just have 2 more episodes of Demon Slayer and then that's it. So we'll see. I mean, if they go even further, that'd be really cool, but I think we have maybe 2 to 3 more episodes left this season, and then that's it for Demon Slayer.
I think I thought it was just next weekend's episode, the 45-minute one.
Is it really? Because I know we're at 10, so we technically, well, I mean, I guess they could stop at 11.
I don't know. I thought that's what I saw. Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it also didn't Demon Slayer start like a few weeks ahead before?
Yeah, it started halfway through November.
So it's at a weird spot anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not surprised. It is an ongoing show too, so it's kind of a little bit on a weird side of things. But I mean, yeah, those are our thoughts of Demon Slayer. Everybody's very excited for the next one. Everybody was kind of shocked at this one. And you know, it's a morbid looking ahead to the next episode. But with that being said, AOT this week was mind-boggling, only because we got some huge backstory on characters. We got you know, development on certain situations that happened in the past episode, well, 2 episodes ago, things like that. So I mean, shit, Rafa, I'm gonna pass it back to you, man. You who absolutely love this episode. What happened? What happened in episode 5?
So we continue off with Zeke and Eren inside the memories of Grishaw, right? And as we said last week, Grishaw's all telling Zeke like, "Hey, like, I'm sorry for everything that happened. You gotta stop Eren. Don't let Eren get away with his plans." So it cuts back to them in like that weird, I don't know what's it called, like plane of existence where everybody's
pretty
connected,
much, yeah.
right? To Ymir. And Zeke's like, "Hey, Ymir, euthanize everyone. Like, yo, activate that shit right now. Like, Eren's not gonna listen. Like, you gotta get it done." So Ymir starts walking towards like the big light tree. I don't know what the hell that shit's called, but it looks like a big ass tree. And then Eren is like chained up, right? And from his suit, so he can't get out. So, but Eren, out of willpower and just fucking literally ripping his thumbs off. Yeah, like that's how much he wants this. Like, he can't. He has determination, bro. You can't fault him for that. Like, he is determined as fuck to get what he wants. Really? He gets out of the chains. He runs to Ymir, and that's when we see Ymir's actual backstory, her origin story, which is really cool. I didn't expect them to do that. You know, it was so fucking cool. So then we saw that Ymir was just a little girl hanging out, having a good time, living her life, and like some like rural town area, and like a bunch of like soldiers came up and took them prisoners. They became slaves, and those were the original Eldian people.
Mhm.
And then they were being slaves, and like one day someone fucked up, and they're like, "Who did it?" And everyone everyone said it was Ymir, and Ymir just like, "Yep, it was me." She just took the blame for
So
everyone.
sad.
And
Mhm.
then so then the king was like, "All right, you're free to go," but it's like one of those like lies where like they let you run away, but they're just gonna shoot you and kill you as you run type of thing. We've seen it a lot of times in movies.
Mhm.
She got about a few arrows, and she ended up like in this. It was like a tree, but like there was like a small cave inside, and she landed
Mhm.
in the water as she was trying to like run away and hide. And you see
Mhm.
like this like parasite worm thing connect itself to Ymir, and that's how she became a Titan, the original founding Titan. Which I thought was like, what the fuck? Like that's how she got the power. It was just some bug that got attached to her. Like we still
That
didn't know
bug
what
looked
the
really weird.
Yeah, it was
yeah
I'm not
like
gonna lie.
I was grossed out by
yeah
it.
yeah like we still don't know what the bug's
Like a
from.
centipede. Ugh.
Yeah,
It did
it could
not remind me of a centipede. It reminded me of something else.
Oh.
like it was like a weird looking bug, and like we don't even know if it's like a deity. We don't know if it's a god. It's just it to us it looked like a bug, but it attached itself to Ymir. She became the founding titan, and when that happened, I was like, okay, cool. Like now she could like do whatever the fuck she wants. She's a fucking titan. She could kill everyone. But because she had that the slave mentality, like she was still like imprisoned, her mind was still imprisoned under the king. She stayed as a slave for the king. The king was using her to go out and kill and fight for him. That's when the whole thing with Marley started with that country, which is
Mhm.
insane that it started from all the way back then.
Right? Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy also because like now we know that Ymir wasn't behind it. It was this asshole king who was behind it all. The whole reason there's all this bullshit happening because he's the one that started fucking with the Marley people, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that happens, and then the king's like, "Hey, Ymir, you're my slave, and now you're my wife's slave, and you're gonna have my babies." And she was having her babies and shit, and then Ymir took a was it a javelin or some shit
Yeah, she's
someone
like a spear
like
Mm-hmm.
a
to the
spear, right?
body.
So someone's trying to kill the king, and he got
Mm-hmm.
fucked up immediately. But he was able to throw the spear. Ymir stops the spear. She dies in front of it, and she dies pretty much right there on the floor. And the
Mhm.
fucking asshole king's like, "Get up! Like it's just a spear. You can walk it off. Like, bro, you're such a dick."
Mhm.
Um, but then I don't know how they figured this shit out. But he's like, "Hey, my three daughters, Maria, I forgot the name of the other two."
Cena,
Sino,
Maria,
Maria, and
Rose.
okay, and
Rose.
It's all the
Rose,
walls, isn't it?
which
Yep.
were
Yep.
the name of the walls. I'm like, oh,
I was
that's
like,
crazy. That's what that came
oh.
from.
Mhm.
That's where the names came from. Like, hey, eat your mom so you
Blech.
can have her power, and like and you see they're grinding, chopping up the
Oh,
mom or whatever. So
nasty.
it was so fucked up, and you kind of see that it goes from there, like the passing down of the Titans, and then you see Ymir in that plane of existence where you see like that's the tree, the beam of light or whatever, and you
Mhm.
see it splits off with three lines, and that's her daughter. So each line is a different person that has the Ymir's power, which is really fun, cool to like see and understand. And then you see Ymir starts building the Titans out of like that sand or whatever in that plane of existence that she's in. Um, and then it cuts. I think that's all that the flashback showed us. And then it cuts back to Aaron, and Aaron's telling her like, "Hey, like you don't have to listen to anybody. You're not a slave. You're a
Mm-hmm.
person. You can do what you want. You're free. Like you don't have to listen to anybody." And everything up to this point, they never showed Ymir's eyes. Like her eyes were always like black,
That
like
was
blanked
weird.
out, whatever. And then at the point where she heard Aaron say these things to her, it's almost like she kind of snapped out of it. She's like realized like, yeah, I am a person. I am someone who can be freed. You can see her eyes again and everything, and she pretty much gave Aaron
Mm-hmm.
the founding Titans power, right?
Mhm.
And it cuts back to LD or whatever, like the real world or out of this plane existence, and you see Zeke holding like Aaron said. So all this happened within like real world time like in a second, literally like in a second, because you see Zeke's holding Aaron's
about to
head,
catch him. Yeah.
Yeah, severed head and everything. Yeah.
and then you see that parasite snake worm thing come out of Aaron's body and attach itself to Aaron's head.
Ugh.
And he gets up and he has like the rib cage coming out of him like the fountain titan and everything, and then the motherfucking rumbling itself happens. The titans inside the walls come out, and then Aaron Aaron becomes this giant, massive monster. By the way, like he's this giant thing in the background. It looks fucking insane. And then Aaron, using the power of Ymir, is talking to everyone who has the Ymir's power, all the Eldians. Say, hey, my name is Aaron Yeager. I'm talking to all you guys in your head or whatever. Everybody in the world wants to kill us. I ain't fucking with that shit, so I'm gonna kill them before they kill us.
Yep.
And that's how the episode ends. And you see like Aaron's face, and it's all like crazy looking and angry and shit. And I cheered. I was like, "Let's fucking go, baby! I'm on Aaron's side. I'm on Aaron's side. That's what it is. Because like, okay, first of all, this episode is fucking insane. Like, I mean, we keep saying it. This episode was just everything that happened. Like, it wasn't as action packed as like Demon Slayer was. Demon Slayer was just off the fucking chain with the action, but story wise, where everything is happening, like it's really ramping it up. I mean, literally, the rumbling happened. Like, huge things are about to go down right now. Like, he's literally talking about destroying the whole world, other than the island they're living on. Like, that's insane. That's insanity, right?
It's
but like,
insane.
yeah, but who can stop him, right? I don't know. He's literally calling war. It's like World War, pretty much. Him against the rest of the war, the world. So it's fucking insanity, and I just love it. I just love how determined Aaron is, and then there was one scene where like Mikasa and Armin, they're like, oh, Aaron's back on our side. He was always on our side, and that's when Aaron's like, hey, I'm gonna kill everybody. All right, cool, thanks. So I love it. I just love how determined he is, and like he kind of won me over. I'm just like, you know what? I kind of agree with him. Everyone wants these guys dead. And literally the worst, like that's what Marley was trying to do. Like, hey, rest of the world, these guys are bad over here. We gotta stop them. So he's kind of like, fuck it, you guys are going against us, then I'm just gonna fucking kill you guys. Like, it's either us or you. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
I feel like at this point, like he's cemented himself as like kind of the villain, right? Like it's like there's no more like.
That. Is he a villain or a hero?
I see him as a hero.
I feel like he's a villain. He wants to kill everything and everyone.
But the thing is, I
get his motivations, but if you think about it, he's a villain. Like, he wants to kill everything but his paradise.
World domination.
But look where they start. First of all,
world domination.
I understand that, but like, first they were doing their own thing. They're hanging out in their own island. They had no idea of the rest of the world. The Marlians had to get involved, trying to get him back and shit, or whatever. They're the ones who opened that forbidden door and let these people find out what's going on. Okay, so what the fuck? All right, and then like and they want to kill them. So what? They're just supposed to stand around and just accept death from the rest of the world? No, fuck that shit. Yeah,
but what about all the people who are not even involved? Like, go after Marley, but you're gonna go now to other, like, literally kill everyone else, people who are not even involved?
But he also killed hundreds of people when he, like, broke down the walls. Like, I don't know if you saw the previews at the end, but, like, all the other surrounding Titans attack his friends. Or attacking Mikasa. Or
casualties of war.
That's a villain. That's a villain.
It happens. And also, Marley was saying, they said specifically, Marley was said, like, hey, we're getting the rest of the world governments together to stop these guys. So it's not just Marley; it's the other government. It's all the rest of the world. They're all teaming up against the
Eldians or Paradise,
or whatever.
I know, but there's still a lot of innocent people who are getting caught up in all of this, and it just.
If you ain't with us, you against us. Let's go, baby.
I
Eren-
understand Aaron's intentions, but the way he's going about it, like I don't I don't know. I think he's evil.
I mean, you
He's
even heard
evil.
Mikasa. Yeah, she's like, no, I think it was actually.
It was Armin,
what was
right?
It was Armin. He's like, yo, if he only like, why is he taking on every single colossal titan? Like, he doesn't need to take down all these titans. He grabbed all 3 wall titans, like all walls,
Yeah,
all titans
all the
from every
walls,
wall. Yeah, and then he's like, yo, we're gonna fucking stomp everybody out. Like, nobody can fuck with this many colossal titans. And like, it's insane. The fact that he also looks like this crazy ass monster. It's just like, at this point, he's not even a titan anymore. He's just a giant centipede, like looking bone thing. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but he looks
Told you,
crazy. Yeah, so it's just
Hey,
like,
man, if you ain't with us, you against us. Fuck you, mean.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm rooting for
Let's
Aaron.
go. Let's
This
go.
is,
I
you know, one of
mean-
the few episodes where I'm like, I'm for it. Whatever
Let's
you
go.
decide, I'm there.
I just don't want to lose any more of the scouts. Like you get so attached to the people on the
Yeah.
walls. I don't want to lose
Facts.
anybody, and I know we've already lost so many of them. You
We
know what I
did,
mean? Like
yeah.
Mhm.
he's not. It's no longer going after just the Marlians. He's killing people from his own like town. You know. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
Aaron, like you're not thinking clearly. You're not thinking of all the damage you're doing on just your people. Like I get it. You're angry. You're frustrated. You want to go after the other people, but you're killing your own people in the process. And he doesn't seem to give a
Facts.
fuck. So I don't know. I don't think he's being the smartest right now. He's
Hey,
Yeah.
can't handle the heat? Get out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Get out the
my
way.
god.
Get out the way. Take a step back.
And with that being said, we are all very excited for the next episode of Attack on Titan. But I mean, yeah,
shit.
at this point, like Attack on Titan is just gonna keep ramping up more and more and more. It's gonna be, you know, without a doubt, the top anime of this season.
I kind of feel a little bit bad for Demon Slayer, because if Attack on Titan aired on a different season, Demon Slayer for sure will be number 1.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And I'm still glad that Demon Slayer still is getting its shine, and people are liking it and people are responding to it. But I mean, I feel like Attack on Titan is just gonna dominate this
Oh,
season,
yeah.
just because of what's
Well, yeah.
happening
It's the
right
final
now. Like,
season.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
of what's happening, and it's literally the
Yeah.
final season. It's the
Yeah.
final part of the season. Like it, if it's not at number 1, then that's where it's a problem. So
Exactly. Like I
Well-
honestly, I was surprised that they actually got the rumbling to go off. I did not expect the rumbling to happen, and so
Mhm.
soon. I guess you can say, you know.
So I will say, last episode was probably the only part that I wasn't aware of when it came to the story with like the manga.
Mm-hmm.
And from this episode moving forward, I know everything that happens. So
Okay.
should be interesting. I actually cannot wait to see your guys' reactions to everything that's to come. But that's enough of that. Moving on.
Sorry, just really quickly. So, oh no, okay, never mind. I was gonna ask you, like, has it been sticking to the manga? But this is stuff you didn't know about.
Yeah.
The
So like
last episode.
the last episode, and the beginning of this episode was like stuff that I wasn't too aware of. Like
Mhm.
all the also I don't know if you guys noticed, but the little girl's Ymir's original name was Historia. So
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
so you know it's kind of a little
Wait.
callback to the current character's name, the current queen of Paradise, Historia.
They disclosed that? Like, how did you know?
Yeah, they
that?
literally called her that at the beginning.
Oh,
like
shoot.
yeah, like remember when she's like reading the book or whatever, or was that actually Historia?
No, that was Historia.
Historia.
That's
Oh, okay.
Historia. Yeah.
Okay, because they look very similar, and then it
They
just cuts to
do.
like
They
a little
do.
girl with blonde hair. So
They
maybe
do.
I just got that confused. That was a
I-
kind of weird cut.
Yeah, but I would say like this episode, it's like everything we already saw. Like because yeah, like what happened to Ymir is kind of happening to like Historia right now. Like we know she's pregnant. So I just thought that was cool, like seeing history has its way of repeating itself, and we were literally
Right.
we're going through that right now. So that was
Mhm.
pretty cool.
By the way, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in season 2, the ending of season 2 had murals of depicting of stuff that's happening, and I guess like a good amount of what else happening now back then.
Yep.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I guessed a lot of it.
Nice.
I was like, there was like a little girl who made a deal with the devil or whatever. Like that's how she got the powers from the Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Which you know we saw it's not really it, but she still got like a power of like from a
Yeah.
supernatural being. They started attacking like soldiers or whatever. That's like the whole war scene.
Yep.
And then those 3 kids who ate the body, like you see them like eating the body like in the
Mm.
mural, and that's them eating that the $3 eating the mom, and like then the rest of the Titans start showing up. Like they told us a story from season 2. Like on season 2, they tell us the ending tells you it.
Yeah.
The ending scene, it's cool. It's pretty cool. I was like,
It is
oh
actually
shit,
pretty cool.
I called a lot of this back then.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, just a
Awesome.
little foreshadowing that nobody knows about, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's like they're showing you a bunch of shit, and you're just like, you didn't even know that you had no idea until you actually got to the part. But yeah, this week we are going to be talking for Anime Swap, a big anime, one that has been, like we said at the beginning of the episode, it's in like almost damn near every category in Anime of the Year, for Crunchyrolls. Yeah.
Sorry, we're not gonna do our top picks for the season.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. What's my stopwatch is at an hour long. Sure, but we can make it quick, and then we'll just probably do like what's it called, anime swap kind of quick too. But okay, cool. I mean, Rafa, since you brought it up, give it a go. What do you got for us for winter anime?
So for my winter anime, a lot of stuff that's stuff that I've talked about beforehand. But I'm doing something a little bit more different this time. I have it broken down to like a must watch stuff that I'm gonna keep watching, guaranteed. Shows that I'm gonna give it another 3 to 4 episodes. To kind of like really win me over. If not, I might drop them, and then like a 1 or 2 episode type of thing. That's what I'm doing this time. A little bit different. So Akibi's Sailor Uniform. It's the show that I bring up that like has amazing animation. The last episode was pretty good, but I'm gonna give it like another 1 or 2 episodes to like really like cement itself for me. If it's just more boring shit, I'm gonna end up dropping it. I'm not really feeling it. It's cute, the animation's nice, but like it's kind of boring. There's just not much story there. I need a little bit more from that. I have 3 shows under like my 3 to 4. Like I think I'm giving about 3 or 4 more episodes before I end up dropping it. Cops in a Pod. I think that's the name of the show. It's a cop show. It's funny. I like it, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like I could do more. It's just a slice of life comedy of like, and you're just following cops around all day. It's funny, but I feel like I feel like you do more. Slow Loop. It's slice of life comedy with cute anime girls who like fishing. The animation is not like top tier, unlike a Kiwi Sailor Uniform, but it does have some pretty. It's really wholesome, and it has some really nice like story elements. That's not just them kind of hanging out; like they're actually dealing with like real, like relatable stuff. Like family loss and like loneliness and shit like that. So, it's doing some cool shit, but like I need a little bit more from it to really like win me over. Miss Caruso's from the Monster Development Department. The show's funny. I like it. It's silly, but I feel like it could be better. I feel like it could be funnier. It's just it's like a science team developing monsters to fight like Power Rangers and shit like that. It's pretty wacky. I like it. I need a little bit more from it to really win me over. There's another show that's a comedy that's doing leagues and bounds way better than what this show's doing with the comedy. So like I'm kind of like comparing it against that one. My most watch anime. This is stuff that I'm watching right every week. I'm keeping up with it. Like I'm not dropping it any of these. As we already know, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, those are just guarantees right there. I don't need to go into detail. Those we already talked about those. Dress Up Darling, of course. The last episode was fucking phenomenal. Top notch shit. Can't wait to see where that goes. If they do not get together, I'm writing and I'm gonna put this under one of the worst shows ever.
That's
If
where
they
I'm
do
at.
not,
That's where
if
I'm at.
they need to get together. Yeah, like
That's what I'm
if they
waiting
don't
for.
get, yeah, if they don't get together, I'm literally gonna like say fuck this show and I'm gonna like hate it for the rest of my life. They need to
Same.
get together.
I'm in the same boat. Let's go.
Yeah, and the last show that I'm definitely keeping up on a week basis. It's I'm gonna definitely try to finish it all is life of the ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. This show is fucking hilarious. I love everything that they're doing. I always bring this show. I'm bringing this show up more and more every week because it surprised me. It's a show that I didn't think I was really enjoy that much. I was like, oh, I'll try it. It's a funny premise. I like what they're doing. It's really funny. The writing's great. The jokes are fucking hilarious. Like it's really really good. And it's not like you can tell that they're like, hey, we're putting comedy first above everything else. Like animation's pretty decent here and there or whatever, but like they're not stopping the show to show a panty shot or whatever. Like no, fuck that. We're gonna use our time smart and we're gonna make jokes and they want to make us laugh. Like I really appreciate it. Like it's really good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my list. That's my list for this season.
So where does Platinum End fall in this list?
Oh right, that is as a special slot. That's my hate must watch.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this last episode was pretty dog shit.
You hate to hear that, especially with the praise you've been giving it as of late.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what's gonna happen with that
just
show.
Just drop it.
I'm gonna finish it.
Don't waste your time.
I need to
He's in
finish
too
it.
deep.
I'm in too
OMG,
deep.
okay.
I'm into deep. I need to see how this ends, but it's just
you know it's gonna end like trash.
it's like I'm watching a car crash and I can't look away.
Jesus.
I need to see if the car blows up or not, you know? So
fair, absolutely fair.
Yeah, so and I don't think I'm going to bring up Planet Men unless something really crazy happens or an episode's like one of the it's like another episode where like that one I was talking about that pissed me the hell off. The one that
true.
Then I think the one that you end up dropping when you dropped it, Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I might just talk about it when the show ends.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait to hear it at the end of at the end of the season.
Yeah,
then.
right.
I don't really expect any of the others to pop up. I mean, maybe you never know, but if it was going good and then drops it there, then it is what it is. You know what? Next up, Renee. How have your picks of the winter 2022 season gone so far?
So far so good. I'm not watching nearly as much as you guys probably are. I think there's like a good, including Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. There's probably like 3 or 4 other ones that I'm watching every week because I'm really really into them. I had mentioned this before, but I had started. The ones I dropped were Orient and the Foosball Boys or something anime, the like soccer one. I didn't do the 3-episode rule, but like I couldn't even get through the first episode for those 2 animes. Yeah, Orient and the Foosball.
Super
whatever.
fair. Yep.
But like the animes that I'm like actually right now that I'm like really really into, besides Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Case Study of Vanitas, the second core. It's super super awesome. I've said this before, a lot's like kind of unfolding. You're getting more backstories on these characters. You're finding out a lot of secrets and stuff, and just there's a lot of just stuff going on. There's a lot of action. It's super super cool. But besides Vanitas, I'm actually really liking Love of Kill.
Oh yes.
I'm like, this show is always leaving on a cliffhanger and it pisses me off. Like, you know, like those shows where like, even though it's 20 something minutes, it feels like it's only like 3 minutes. That's how this show is for me. I'm like, wait, that's it? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And like every episode is like that. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta see more. And like, I'm waiting for the show every week to come out. Definitely high on my list. And then I'm also watching Sabikui Bisco. Kind of talked about it a little bit. I really, really like the animation. Just the whole concept of like, you know, here like the rusting and like all these like the mushrooms, and you're kind of finding out like the mushrooms like roll and these. I don't know. It's like there's a lot of weird things going on, and I'm in love with the flipping crab. I don't know his name.
I don't remember his name either, but I know exactly who he's talking about. Like the crab that they
big
ride
ol',
on.
like, yeah, like, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
so, like, you don't think about these, like, these creatures living. I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird, but it's, like, so flippin' cool, and I really like the action, and I like the relationship between, Bisco and, the panda doctor.
Mhm.
And,
Dr.
like,
Panda.
yeah, I love him. He's so cute. But no, I'm really excited about that show, too. And then, yeah, like, My Dress Up Darling, that's a show that I was not going to even bother with, because I'm like, this looks a little weird, a little uncomfortable. But you guys were talking very, very highly about it, and so I started watching it. And I know you guys were super excited about this past episode, but it just made me mad. Like, I just want them together. I don't need this, like, hints, like, oh, like, he said she's beautiful. Great, cool, like, let's go, and then, like, her expression at the end, I was like, I couldn't tell if that was a good expression or, like, a bad expression. I'm like, is she bothered by the fact that he called her beautiful? Like, I don't know, like, but I'm just like, hey, man, can you guys make it official? Like, we're like, what, 5 episodes in? Could you just please something? I need something. And if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be highly upset.
You have been spoiled by
Horimiya.
Horimiya because
I can
Maybe.
I can tell you right now, it's probably not going to happen this season.
I'm telling you, it's either not gonna happen or it's gonna happen at the last two or three episodes.
Rolling my eyes. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
God.
is
Yeah.
the typical romance anime trope where there's a lot of hinting, there's a lot of suggestions throughout the show. Not until the last few episodes where like things actually happen.
I will say the only difference for like this show is that they got to like the realization of like, hey, I think she's beautiful, or that confession a way sooner than some other like romance animes do. Like that, even that little tidbit of like her remembering like that the word pretty and beautiful are words that he uses like super rare. Like he only has to mean it from the heart, and then he uses it on her. Like scenes like that don't happen until like way later. Like to you, it's like, oh, this is kind of minimal, but like in the grand scheme of like romance animes, that doesn't happen very often. Like at least this soon, 5 episodes deep, like it's pretty big for that kind of stuff.
Not enough. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're spoiled. I wish
Yeah.
I wish I felt like that. I just know what to expect.
Yeah, that's the only downside to it. I will say Horimiya definitely did spoil us with that, like that way of thinking. But
That's
I
why
mean,
it's so
I
loved.
absolutely love it. Yeah,
That's why it's so
I love
loved because like
Horimiya.
you don't because you never see shit like that in romance anime. But now I'm with you, Renee. Like if they don't get together at the end, I'm legit gonna hate this show.
I'm
I don't-
writing.
So I don't care.
I don't want
That's just how
I just want to be friends. Oh, it's gonna break me. It's gonna break my heart. Okay, sorry.
I highly doubt it's going to be just friends, but I'm definitely fully expecting more than just friends by the end of it, or at least both of them realizing that they like each other, but not like fully on, I guess, kind of expressing it that they like each other. They're just gonna like little subtle hints or like whatever. But I mean, yeah, is that it, or do you have more?
No,
To
No, yeah, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, that was it. That's my list.
Okay. Well, for my list, I'll kind of skip the per usuals. We got the AOT, we got the Demon Slayer. Watch those. If you aren't watching it, you're kind of snoozing. My number one pick this season so far is My Dress Up Darling. No surprise, we've been talking about it for like the past few minutes, anyways. It's kind of to the point where I'm on that edge of, do I jump right now and just continue reading the manga, or do I just wait and watch every episode until the end of the season? At which point I will just full on dive into the manga. I absolutely love it. I'm enjoying it too much. And I am kind of in the same boat as you guys, where I want them to get together. I want that Horimiya ending. But I'm like, damn, I really want to know what's going on, so I really want to read, but I just gotta wait. We're only almost halfway through the season at this point. We're at 5. Next week is 6. Saturdays and Sundays are just a great time to be an anime fan. Pretty much is all I'm getting at here. But the rest of my list, Orient, I completely dropped. Don't even care about that show anymore.
Yeah.
It was incredibly weird and boring.
It was ugly.
And it was pretty ugly. I will agree with that. Let's see. Ari Fureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest season 2. Not as good as season 1. It's okay, honestly, at this point. How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom Part 2. It is finally, in my opinion, stepping up or kind of getting better. It's something I'm watching, but if I miss an episode 1 week, I'm not like tripping. I'll watch the 2 episodes next week. It is what it is. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. Rafa was pretty spot on. It is a very average anime. Whatever, it's just one of those typical ones where the character's OP, he reincarnates and wants to get OP again. It's whatever. One that genuinely surprised me. I'm not saying it's a must watch, but it could go under a lot of people's radars. Is The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. I actually genuinely am enjoying this, and I really enjoy watching it every single week. It's something that I kind of look forward to. It's one of those where it's like I do feel bad if I miss 1 week, but I mean if I watch it 2-3 days later, it is what it is. Sabuki Bisco. I mean, I think this past episode is one where it's like, okay, cool, this is a good anime. I think Renee also, you said earlier that you really like this past episode, so to me it kind of took a little bit, but for here, like I'm at the point where I'm like, it's a really good anime. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm excited for what's to come. And I actually think that's pretty much it. Oh, Love of Kill. Absolutely love it. But I was not expecting to like this one, but I do. I really do. It's right underneath Dress Up Darling for me.
Nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm watching this season. I realize that my list is pretty small. Only because the other stuff is like ongoing stuff like One Piece, I don't know, Pokemon, shit like that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that you should be watching this season. If it's not AOT, if it's not Attack on Titan. And
Demon Slayer.
And Demon Slayer. Wait, did I say One Piece? I'm gonna say Demon Slayer. My bad. But yeah, no, I mean I got One Piece on my mind. But also that being said, let's go into anime stuff from this point on. And Renee gave us one of the top picks from last year. It was all over the spread for all the categories for Anime of the Year from Crunchyroll. It is Odd Taxi. And honestly, I know we usually start with myself and Rafa, but Renee, you also checked it out. What did you think of your own pick? Oof. The head shake. The silence.
So-
You hate to see it.
So this show was nominated for a bunch of categories. I'm like, okay, so like, this show must be pretty good. And then we haven't seen it, and I was okay, you know what, I'm gonna watch it too. Like, it can't be bad if it's been in all these categories. I I found it very boring. I don't know, it was very, very slow, and I just was like, am I missing something here? Like, I had a very, very hard time getting through the first episode. I like the world. I like, all the animals, and like it was really cool, like that take on it. But like, I had a hard time. It just felt very dry, and like I understand like a lot of the subject matter was like based off like real life stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool, and then you have the whole like the mystery, not the mystery, the missing person, like the one high school student or whatever, like a case going on, and like they're blaming the taxi driver, I don't know his name, the walrus guy. That was kind of unfolding too, but like I had a hard time, guys, and I don't know, is it just me? Like, did I miss something here? It didn't do anything for me. I had a really hard time watching the first 3 episodes, and I'm like, what? Why is this show so good? Why is it getting nominated for all these categories? I don't know. That was my opinion on it. Did you guys love it?
I actually don't know how I feel about it, to be completely honest with you. There were moments where I was like, okay, cool. What am I supposed to like out of this? Like, I would watch it, and I'm just like, I don't see the appeal here. I'm not like, foaming at the mouth for the next episode. Like, it's just like, how was this a top pick? Like, I don't know. I kind of like the art style, but like not really, if you know what I mean. Like, there is parts where it's like, I like that they're animals. It reminded me a lot of Zootopia.
I like Zootopia.
Which I liked, yeah.
I like Zootopia more, but yeah.
Also facts, yeah. But I mean, yeah, there was like just certain stuff where I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really like the walrus. I hate how cynical he is.
Weird.
Yeah, I just don't like that character at all. But I like every other character. Like I like the mobster chimpanzee with like the gold teeth or whatever. Like that are just hanging. Like I like him. I really hate his like monkey Otokawa's monkey friend, which is a walrus. The one that like, lies about his like his income, and then ends up getting a date with like the idol, the pop idol girl.
She's 18.
But
He's like 41.
Yeah, I'm just like. Well, I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he's also was he 41?
He's 41. Him and the walrus dude are 41. Yeah.
That's pretty cringe. Yeah, I don't know. That yeah, a lot of this show screamed red flag, but and here's the spin on it. I kind of want to give it 3 more episodes.
Fair.
Cuz like it left on such a weird note that I'm just like I kind of want to see what's going on here. And I have a bad feeling that that's how people were like, "Oh, you know, yeah, man, like this is kind of an interesting anime, but it is what it is." And then they get into a few more episodes like, "Oh, wait, this is actually pretty good." Like, I'm afraid I'm going to get into that realization and then end up binge watching the entire season. Cuz at that point I'm halfway through, so I might as well see it to the end. But I don't know, we'll see. If these next like 1 or 2 episodes are like super bland, I mean, I'm good. I'll pass. But overall, it's to the point where I'm gonna watch 3 more episodes.
Keep me posted. I mean, like if the next
I'll
episode is like
posted.
amazing, then okay, I'll try to watch it. But
it's hard, kind of hard to watch.
It was just very slow, and I don't know if it's just because like we're getting all like the action from like Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan, like everything on my list right now. There's like shit going on, and then like I get into this show and it's like very, very slow. I'm like, that's it.
This pace.
Like, oh, no. Okay.
Yep.
How about you, Rafa?
I actually like this show a lot.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. This is definitely a my type of show here. I mean, and I kind of when I was watching, I'm like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna like this, because going in, the thing is, I knew going in that it's a slower pace anime. This is something that a lot of people kept bringing up is that the pacing, it's its own thing. They go at their own pace. Like they're not trying to get fast with it. They're a lot of like I said, there's a lot of information gets fed to you very slowly, and like the story itself builds very slowly and over time. So I was like, okay, well, I'm with it. Let's just see where this takes me. And I really enjoyed a lot of it. I like the characters. The walrus dude, yeah, he is an asshole, but like something, I don't know. I don't want him. I don't want him to get in trouble. And the monkey, I find him hilarious. Like I really found funny that he was sitting there at that bar on Tinder, just hitting, just hitting the swiping right, pretty much, right, just over and over and over again, and then like 5 minutes later, he's hitting on the waitress, trying to get her to marry him. I just found that so funny. I like the humor; it's funny, and like the thing is like I like a lot of things about this show. The art style's cool. The character designs are great. I can see why this was nominated for character design, because each character, they are an animal, but like these really stand out, right? If I say, hey, you guys remember the gorilla? You guys know I'm talking about the doctor, like
I like the alpaca nurse. She's my favorite.
Nurse, right?
Oh, true, yeah.
She was my favorite.
Excuse me, and also like the way they talk to each other, like it didn't feel like it felt like they actually recorded people talking to each other in a weird way, like. It didn't feel like they were like, oh, you're a gorilla, so make yourself sound huge, or like, oh, I'm a gorilla,
they're human.
like they felt like they just felt like a normal person talking to each other. The dialogue also felt great like that, like it was like and the one thing I really liked is that like throughout the 3 episodes that I watched, certain things that happened like in episode 1 or whatever, they were referenced back to it, but they didn't do the whole anime cliche of like showing you the flashback or like stopping everything like, hey, remember when this was said back in episode 1? They're like, no, it was just mentioned briefly and it just kept going. I really appreciated that a lot, because the show is saying like, hey, like things immediately I got like, okay, things that happened in previous episodes are going to be brought up or are going to be referenced or they're going to matter later on in the story. And you have to pay attention because if not, you're going to get lost and they're not going to hold your hand through it. They're just going to keep rolling with it, which I liked a lot because the show's like, hey, either you're keeping up or you're not, and if you want to really enjoy this, you have to pay attention. Like that's what I got from the show. Like I'm trying to remember what happened, like, but there's a specific scene. Something got mentioned, like in episode 2 or episode 3. I was like, oh shit, that was brought up in episode 1. Like I was like, yeah, look at me, I'm actually paying attention. That's fucking cool. And then like you start getting feel like you kind of get feel of like of the characters. Like there's that one dog cop who's an asshole. Like the second I saw him, like yeah, this guy's up to no good.
Yeah.
Just the way he was talking, and like you get more of him like, being a dirty cop or whatever. Like I like what the story's going. I like how it is a slow burn. I understand it might not be for everyone. Like you guys are more used to more action packed, more faster pace. I'm with this show. I like it. I like where it's going. I can't wait to see where the show goes from here. I like the slow pace. I like where it's like I'm with it. I can't wait to see where the story goes. Like I'm with it. All the way. I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why this was nominated.
Wow.
A lot. Like so
Okay.
Bold statement coming out of Rafa, but we love to hear it, honestly. I mean, yes.
Cool.
From what I can tell coming out of me and Rafa, we liked it. And I say liked for me lightly. Rafa apparently loved it. He's like, I see why it's number 1. But
I didn't say number 1. I didn't say why it's nominated.
But I mean, yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I'll keep you posted if I just absolutely drop it after the next 2 episodes, but it sounds like Rafa's kind of in there. I will say I do want to see how like the tiger girl ended up in his home, or whoever the hell he was talking to in episode 1. Where he was at home. I'm pretty sure it's her.
Yeah, isn't she the missing
student? Yeah.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're alluding to. So like shit like that, you know, like they didn't straight up tell you that's what it is, but like like you put things together. You put things together on your own, and like it's cool. It's a nice change of pace because a lot of anime love to hold your fucking hand through everything, and this show does not hold your hand, and I really appreciate.
This one's like take the hints, get the clues there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So moving forward, my turn this week. I've said it already. Renee is getting Darling in the Franxx, one of my top 10 animes of all time, except for the ending. The ending just absolutely fucking ruined it. But
oh, great!
When it's good, it's good.
What if I like it? Then it's like, oh, here's the ending. Oh,
and you also then we'll grieve together. We'll grieve together on how good the show could have been. Like the last scene was like, oh, great, but the shit that happened before the last scene, you're like, oh, why? And then Rafa, I have Love of Kill, both something that me and Renee are watching this, this season. Hopefully you like it as much as we do, and it becomes part of your weekly rotation. You never know. And if you don't like it, you have bad taste in anime. I'm just kidding. But I mean, yeah, that is it for this week's episode. We kind of went a little bit on the longer side, but I mean, hey, we get animated. We like what we like. All right, it is what it is. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Before we say bye.
Oh.
Final shout outs. Rafa, give your shout out. Renee, and then I'll tune us out.
If you guys enjoyed what you guys watched and heard today, we also have the Playing podcast where we talk everything video game related here on Geek Jar Podcast on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, every other audio streaming service. And we also have Panel Pals podcast where we talk about everything comic book related, DC, Marvel, stuff like that, the movies, TV shows. So if you enjoy listening our opinions and those type of things, check out Geek Jar Podcast on YouTube. And like I said, Spotify, Apple Podcasts on there also. Check us out.
And then very quick shout out to Artisan Gamer Shop, which is an Etsy shop that Alex and I started. We sell art and gaming inspired decor. So if you guys haven't had a chance, definitely should go check us out. Artisan Gamer Shop.
Yeah, and last but not least, we have all of us, on the platform twitch.tv. Check us out down below. The description to the links to everything will be in description down below. We all stream twitch.tv/renegades for Renee, twitch.tv/Rafa bot gaming, or not, yeah, /Rafa bot gaming, myself, ultra_vman, John Muffinboy23, and the occasional streams coming out of damn, my username won't fit. FI, drop the T. And yeah, so we hope to see you guys in our streams, in other podcast live streams. We live stream every single podcast, like Rafa mentioned. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.